Namaste, everyone. I'm going to give you all a early morning sadhana. This practice can be done any time of day, but it is most beneficial before the sunset. This early morning sadhana is going to be short, but it is going to energize you, to help you grab the magic, mystery, and miracle of the day. So we're going to clear out the subconscious junk wasteland through mantra as well as movement. We're going to relax and release any tension, any blockages that's going on within the body through the movement as well as through the mantra. And overall, we are going to amplify within the mind as well as within the tissue of our body a higher vibrational experience. Okay, we're going to really drop into a sound current that is of creativity, that is of victory, that is high self-esteem and confidence, so that we can be able to navigate through our day with the most potency and productivity as possible, so that we can develop an early morning awareness, so that we can put that out into whatever it is we need to do. So with that awareness, dropping into that sound current of a higher creative, victorious, and just overall intelligent sort of space, we are more likely, more inclined to make choices, right, in our day that are going to give us more energy, right? We're going to tend to have action that is more agile, that's more sophisticated and more clear. And overall in our life, we're going to have just a clear channel in the way we get things done, right? And the way we strategize, and the way we plan, and the way that we internalize and externalize. It's going to be more clear, it's going to be more simplified, and it's also going to give us more energy, a sense of productivity, right? A creative productivity, so that when we go to sleep, we can, throughout from the morning all the way to the nighttime, we are still have this level of sustained and maintained energy. And that's what a sadhana does. It really does energize us to really go out into our day and be radiant, right? Instead of waking up, the dreams, right, agitate us, and yesterday agitate us, and we carrying bricks in our backpack, and we have this subconscious programming, and our body is really tight, and our spine is really tight, and then we go into our day like that, right? And then we wonder why people think we have a stick up our ass, right? Or people wonder, why do we look like we're constipated, right? Or, we wonder why other people look constipated, right, on their face. They're like, whoa, they look like they've been backed up for decades, right? It's because, right, we just go to day without ever flushing, right? We have to flush ourselves daily. Because again, life, we can get backed up, and we can get backed up for decades. And childhood anger, we get backed up with that. Resentment, we get backed up with that. Blame game, we get backed up with that, right? All this sort of subconscious weight, all it does is it really takes away our shine, and it really kind of murks us up. Right, it murks us up. We start to lose our radiance. We lose our grace, and then we really lose our gratitude, and then we are more inclined to make decisions, right, choices that are not as potent, or not as energizing, or not as bold or courageous, or really fulfilling, right? So this early morning sadhana is really to set us up for a path of spiritual and emotional maturity, right? This is a practice of spirituality, right? Of growing spiritually. We talk about growing spiritually, which is really developing an awareness of ourselves, and putting into our mind meditation, mantra that's really going to nourish the pathways in the mind that are about victory and about greatness and about thinking highly of yourself, self-love, and of awareness, right? A deeper understanding, compassion, ability in the mind to release the BS, right? The belief systems that have us that really heavy in our mind and confused and all kinds of debris that's just kind of orbiting our mind that's just we're in friction constantly with, right? And it really just helps us get into that, again, that sound current of our soul. So it's a practice of our soul. It's ultimately we're feeding our soul, right? Through the movement, through the mantra, through the prayer that we are reciting as we're going along. It's really to help us feed our soul, because when our soul is fed in this physical body, we fill our cup, right? There's a lot of people on this planet walking around empty, right? They don't understand why they're backed up. They don't understand why they're constipated. They don't understand why they have a stick up their ass. They don't understand why they can't do things productively or potently, or they don't understand why they don't have energy, or why they don't have higher intelligence, or why their creativity is drained or leaking, or all this kinds of stuff. Why is it so heavy within their mind? They don't understand. They're confused. Because we have to flush it out constantly, right? We have to kind of keep that river flowing. We can't just kind of let that water of our spirit just kind of sit there. It gets very swampy, right? Think of like a swamp. Water is just sitting there, and there's a lot of bacteria. You will never drink from that water because you most will get sick. 99.9 chance of getting sick, right? And there's just a lot of it's very dense, right? When we think of swamp, so we have to really let that river flow, right? We let that river flow. We have to flush out, this weighted, right? The weight that kind of gets into our stream, right? Think of it like the trash, right? We get trash, and we get junk, and we get memories, and we get the people, and we get our sort of subconscious programming, and all kind of hangs in our river called our spirit. That's in our body, right? The chi of our body, which is the spirit, the river flowing through us. And when the river's not flowing, what happens is it gets clogged, right? It just kind of sits there, and then it builds up, and then all of a sudden it becomes a dam to us, right? The subconscious programming, the trash yard, the wasteland, all of that, it becomes a dam made of our own debris, right? Where all this water is trying to move through, but it can't, right? And then we start to feel agitated and by that dam that we just want to push out, but we don't know how, right? And then we get confused because it's not flowing, and then we don't feel like we're creative. We don't feel like we're in synergy. We're not at the right time at the right place. We're procrastinating. We feel sluggish. We can't make decisions. We're not clear-headed, right? So then we can't, like, the spirit of our river, called our river, it can't flow, right? So this practice is to help us get into that flow, so that it's primary nature for us to be right place at the right time. It's not sort of a hustle, right? A hustle or a hassle just to be at the right time at the right place. Every decision, every action becomes very intuitive and is psychically aligned, because we understand that our vibration, when it's radiant, it has a tremendous impact on the environment, on earth, right? We can create pathways in our mind and in our external without the hustle, the hassle, the beating ourselves into the ground, and kind of just show up when it's ready. Whatever it is, we construct it in our mind and materialize in out there in the world without like beating the earth. Like we're all beating the earth, like mine, like hitting the earth real aggressively. We can actually just construct that in the mind and then literally project that out into the ether, into the earth, and then the earth will naturally materialize that. And then when it's ready, right, you'll get the sign, right, to show up, right? You'll get the sign, or you get the clue, or you get the nudge, or you get the summoning. It's time for you to show up. It's time for you to make that move. It's time for you to take that action. It's time for you to put yourself out there. It's time to show up, right? Or it's time to show up in your daily sadhana practice so you can really continue to construct that in your mind so that you can gain more power. Because what you're asking for in constructing in your mind is going to require you to have a lot of power, or a lot of confidence, or a lot of creativity, or whatever it is. Just we need more of something. So that's what the sadhana, it gives us more of what it is that we need in order to sustain and maintain that level of wealth that we are desiring in this world, right? We have to be able to match that, right? So that we can take care of that, right? And so that it can take care of us, right? So that we can have a high level of creativity, so we can be able to keep up with it, right? So that we can be able to continue to evolve and spiritually mature, so that we never get, sort of stuck or we're in a rut, or, sort of backed up with it, right? So that we can really be 9 seconds ahead of whatever it is that we are setting out to experience, right? Our sailboats, right? Or sailing 3 to 9 seconds ahead. And that's what the sadhana gives us, an intuitive sort of velocity, where intuitively we are 3 to 9 seconds ahead, or 3 to 9 months ahead, or 3 to 9 years ahead, where we can really start to sense through our psychic sort of intuitive awareness, the earth and the changes of the earth and the changes within humanity and the changes within culture, right? And therefore what we have to offer, give in service, in this sort of give and take relay that we have with life and people and collective, we can always be divine timing, or right place at the right time, or we're always in a clear view of what's going on. We're always in the know, rather than forcing, right? There's so much, especially in America, there's so much like forcing, like my whatever it is, to be dominant, right? To dominate, right? There's this thing as mind dominance, that kind of thing. That creates a lot of friction, because culture and change and the evolution of humanity, for many people, a lot of times is not even steering in that direction of what we've been in the past. Right? The evolution of humanity and the evolution of culture and what spirituality and femininity and divinity, all that, economy, social structure, education, is really, it's steering in a direction that has nothing to do with the past. We to review the past, but we're not to live there and try to put the past and try to force it to be something in the now, right? And there's people who are doing that, right? They don't understand that a part of being in the know, right? Talk about being in the know, right? Where you become a front runner, right? You become a creative mind that really stands apart and that has this sort of oomph and this exuberance that people linger in the past don't have. All they have is just a memory. That's all they have, is a memory. So the spiritual practice gives us originality. It gives us a clear mind where we can really tap into the now and review the past, but not be living in the memories and carrying the memories like bricks in our backpack, so that we can move into the future with a sense of originality, right? With a sense of offering to the earth and offering to the collective that is really on divine timing, not hustling to do what other people have done, right? Or do what I've done in the past, or just kind of feeding my mind with programs or subconscious sort of parental belief systems that have to do with the past. I'm a front runner, right? What that means is, right, I have a sort of duty to the cleanliness of my mind, so that I can really start to channel some inventive and innovative pathways, right? That's going to really bring about some sort of culture reform, revolution that's going to inspire us to move forward, right? To move forward, right? So I love the whole inspiration. Guru Singh says inspiration is in spirit, liberation. I like to say I added liberation, and that's what it is. When we're inspired, we're in spirit, liberated. In spirit, liberated. Inspiration. In spirit, liberation. It's like what I kind of see it as, and that's what it is, right? Inspiration is always this sort of backbone, right, to artistry or creativity or culture change or even inspiration in the form of economy, religious sort of transformation or individual transformation when it comes to the mind or comes to the awareness in your relationship to your parents or to your culture, to wherever it is you are at in your life. Inspiration is the backbone, right? And that backbone, like the spine, why do we move the spine so much? Because the spine creates heat, right? And that heat in the spine, when we flex, when we do all kinds of back bends, it creates heat. It turns the furnace on in our gut. And our gut is the sort of the place in where our soul gets to experience its exuberance for life, right? The soul in the spiritual sense is like a cold mountain, right? The soul's a cold mountain. Think of it. When you die, and you send your subtle body, your soul body emerge, and you leave the 10th gate. Usually you fly to like the cold mountain, right? You see that cold snowy mountain that represents your soul, right? That soul energy that you are. It's not necessarily cold as in like touch, right? We have no sense of touch when we die in your soul, right? But that's what it is. But in the physical sense, when the soul is in the vessel, right, in this body, the soul, right, it expresses itself through the heat of our spine, right? We call it the kundalini, right? The kundalini basically represents the heat of your soul, right? So when we move our spine or even dance or chanting or back bend or yoga or archer pose or whatever it is that really gets the spine and creates a heat, that is the soul smiling. That is the soul smiling. And that's the soul smiling in a physical sort of state, right? That's the soul smiling, right? So we create that sort of heat in the spine. We let that kundalini rise so that that heat also is a furnace that's given to us. That furnace is given to us by our soul when we put that fire in, get that fire going to help us literally burn through disease, karma, the buildup, we're backed up. We got the debris, the subconscious programming. It really is a furnace. That heat of the spine really gives us a lot of energy, higher energy, to really burn through these many layers of our skin, like snake skin, right? Many layers of skin that really need to go, that we really must shed. That's really making us chunky. A lot of us are chunky. Right? Not just chunky physically, I'm talking about chunky mentally. We have so much thickness, residue, layers of residue from culture and family and childhood and inner anger. And it's thick. We're very chunky, right? And we walk around like we're chunky, like we're weighted, right? So really how that fire helps us, like, when your metabolism is real going, right? It's fire. Your metabolic health is a fire, and when it's really proactive, your metabolism, you tend to burn through fat, right? Your metabolism, when it's really energized, it tends to burn through fat, like weight, right? You're harboring like excess weight, right? Fat tissues, all that kind of stuff. Fat cells that get very blocky, you get very chunky within your blood. That sort of furnace called your metabolism is when it's real energized, which Kundalini Yoga does, Asana does, a cold shower does, really energizes that metabolism. You're able to digest and really eliminate a lot of that excess weight. But not just your physical weight, such as the fat tissues or the fat cells. You're able to eliminate that real quick. But also your metabolism also represents your ability to clear out the subconscious, right? The weight, the debris, right? The fat energy, the unconscious, right? The mental, the emotional. And when our metabolism is slow, what happens? We have to be careful of what we eat. Right? Because we know that if we eat so much, our metabolism is, maybe it's not a 16-year-old, and therefore, right, it's not as fast, right? The same thing can go on emotionally, right? As we get older, that ability to metabolically sort of, right? Eliminate these memories, and our emotions can get a little bit sluggish, and then we become what, 45, and we're still carrying a 2-decade-year-old memory, right, of a resentment or a conversation we had with our father that really created this emotional sort of this emotional weight, right, that we continue to interact with, right? So we work on that sort of metabolic youth of the spine, the heat of the spine, the heat of the gut, right? And also using that to clear out some things in the mind, so that we can be able to do this thing called life, have an awareness of life, and not get caught and stuck and chunky and backed up, right? So many people are constipated and backed up, right? And therefore they're not inspired, right? They don't have backbone. And without backbone, we really can't make it, what we try to do, it becomes a disconnect. Without backbone, everything becomes a disconnect. We're not at the right place, and we have to hustle, we have to do this, and it's like we're aggressive a lot of times. Or it's just, we're not inspired enough to follow through, right? On what the Spirit is telling us to do in this moment now, right? To prepare us for our victory, right? But we're just like, I don't care about my backbone. I don't need a backbone to do what I need to do, right? We need a backbone. We have to be inspired. And we need to do whatever it is we need to do to be in spirit, right? So I'm just going to leave you guys with that. So join me on this sadhana. So we're going to tune in with O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev Namo. So rub your hands together, create some friction, create some heat, especially if you wake up and it's like 3:30 a.m. and it's really cold. Just rub it really fast, create some heat, especially when you're cold, right? Heat. Inhale, press into your sternum. Inhale long and deep, especially if you're cold in the morning, right? Wherever you are. Press the tongue on the upper palate, squeeze, root lock, chin lock. Exhale. Inhale to chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Protection mantra. Inhale. Adhikadename, Jagadgadename, Satgadename, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adhikadename, Jagadgadename, Satgadename, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adhikadename, Jagadgadename, Satgadename, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate the spine, but we're going to do like a big sort of rotation. So we're coming all the way forward and then coming all the way back. So creating a big circle over the hips. So inhale long and deep through the nose. Exhale through the nose. It's really opening up the spine. Also working on the hips. Opening up the hips when we create this big sort of circle. So come back and all around. And you just close your eyes and just kind of go into it. Feel the sort of opening of the spine. Sadhana is a very sort of gentle body massage, as well as mind massage, to really kind of loosen and soften the body and the mind, so that the body and mind can naturally open. Right when we soften it, it can naturally sort of release and relax and kind of open. And then we can kind of put in a sound current that can strengthen, right? Strengthen the posture of what it means to be open, right? To be receptive. Now rotate the other direction. Okay, inhale. Exhale. Come into a cat-cow posture. And we're doing this actively slow because I'm breathing into each sort of the cat posture and then the cow posture. And when I round my back, I really press belly button to spines to really squeeze that navel point. Okay, inhale. Exhale, round the back. Now we're going to come sit on our knees. We're going to do Swan Kriya. So Swan Kriya is I tuck in the chin, I roll the neck down, right? And then I roll my shoulders down, come all the way down to the ground, and then open the thyroid, and then come all the way back. So kind of a roll in the spine. So I'm doing it nice and slow because I'm really wanting to go deep into it. Okay, inhale. Come up, exhale. Come seated again. So we're definitely warming up the spine. So the next thing that we are going to do, let's just take a moment to feel the warmth of your spine kind of gradually sort of building. So we're going to have our legs in front of us, and we're going to kind of kick our hands behind us. And we're going to kick our legs out like this. Inhale, exhale through the nose. So we're sort of lighting up the furnace called the navel. Inhale, bring it nose to knees. Inhale, exhale. Bring your legs flat in front of you. And you're going to row, so you're going to grab and then kind of pull it back like you're rowing. So inhale, pull it back and kind of go back. So really breathe long and deep through the nose, like you're literally rowing through water and you're pushing yourself through water. I want you to lengthen your spine. So I'm not doing this, right? I want you to lengthen your spine. So that you can reach far beyond your toes. Inhale, exhale. Now you're going to bring your left leg in and you're going to place the left leg on top of the thigh like this. You're going to have your right leg out. You're going to kind of reach, and you're going to do breath of fire, which is even inhale, exhale through the nose. So really try to create that ball and a mitt when it comes to the ankle, when it comes to the thigh and the hip. And if you can even interlace your fingers, kind of like that, and you can kind of go over the toe. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, come up and switch legs. So left leg out, right leg in. Place the right ankle over the thigh towards the hip, and let that right sort of leg, just let gravity sort of pull it down to the ground. Breath of fire. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Come up. We're going to come onto our knees now. If this posture kind of hurts your ankles, or if you don't have the flexibility in your thighs or in your knees, you can kind of just bounce up and down until you kind of sort of release any tension that you may have in your knees or your ankles or your thighs that's creating this sort of pain. So it sort of loosens up this lower body. So we're going to do some bowing now. So inhale, exhale. So you come down and you bow 4 times, so like an even 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, hold. So there's a rhythm to it. We're going to inhale when we're in the up position, long and deep, and when we come down, we're going to mentally recite as we hit our forehead to the ground, sa, ta, na, ma. Come up, and then mentally recite, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. So this is going to be going on mentally. Inhale. Exhale. Come seated. Just place your hands on your heart. Inhale long and deep through the nose. So now we're going to install mantras. Now that our body is open, we put some heat in our spine. Get that backbone massage, right? Get it heated so we can be in spirit, inspired. Now follow this mantra. This is a mantra for a powerful sound current. So this mantra, when you listen to a recording of it, it can sound irritating. A lot of people, I think it sounds irritating. I don't know other people, but it's irritating. It's designed that way. Some of these mantras, the sound current is meant to sound irritating, or it's recorded and to be to have a lot of sort of that jarring, like that kind of thing, like whoa, because it's meant to be irritating, to really replace that other irritating thing that we have that is negative, that kind of takes away our energy, right? We all have some sort of subconscious, unconscious, irritated thing that we keep playing out that we're irritated by. So this sound current is meant to be more irritating by the sound current you're already playing in your head, so that it can kind of replace that, right? We want this irritated sound to replace your whatever negative sound current that is really, really irritating you and causing a lot of just not feeling good, right? Not feel good, because this irritating sound current actually has energy, right? It's actually mantra, and even though the sort of blast of it may sound irritating, but the underlying sound current is actually rhythmically intelligent. While a lot of our irritating sound currents are very blasting, right, very loud and obnoxious, but the underlying sound current of that obnoxious thing is just it's a negative sort of undercurrent that really is pulling us into more mischief and misbehavior and sort of a negative self-concept. So this one maybe has the same sort of blast, and it's obnoxious, but underneath it has a really rhythmic intelligence that actually is pulling you into a positive, neutral self-concept and pulling you more towards a productive sort of usage of your life force. While the other, we just kind of spend all our time agitated by the blast and the commotion of whatever that is, but really it's just deconstructing our character, right? A lot of that blast or that, it's irritating sound, a lot of that in our subconscious actually deconstructing our character and our personality. And without a character and personality, we don't have a good, we call it a secure ego, right? Our ego is to contain our spirit in our body, right? So that our spirit's not just leaving and coming in, right? Our subtle body can fly, right? But our soul body, it has to be integrated in what really, is helping the soul to stay in the body, right? Even in difficult challenges, right, where we want to leave kind of thing, is the ego. And the ego, when it is balanced, right, when the ego is exercised properly, the ego actually becomes a character and a personality, or personalities, right? It becomes a character and it becomes personalities that actually are there to help us, that are helpful, like allies, right? They're not foes. But what happens is when we have a destructive sort of, agitated, subconscious pattern, what happens is that we actually deconstruct our personalities, right? We deconstruct our character, and then therefore our personalities get out of check. They get mischief, there's a lot of misbehavior, mischief. We get personalities that are foes. A lot of people have foes that are personalities. You've seen that. even within ourselves, we have faux personalities where they're basically they're more shadow personalities that are based off of like inner anger or resentment or these kinds of things that we've built up within our ego aspect of ourselves to protect us or to, be aggressive or, whatever that is, right? So our personalities and our characters, when it gets out of shape, right? What happens is, right, when we lose this sort of balance in our personalities, right, constructive personalities and a strong sort of, it's sort of a character, right, to identify with, we lose that sort of cooperation, right, between the soul and ego, and that's what we call that sort of the soul and the ego are not in cooperation. They're not in conversation with each other, right? They're not in a functional sort of relationship that has to be for the soul to do what its purpose is, right? Whatever that is, and for the ego to be stable, right? The soul kind of brings stability to the ego by giving the ego personalities and a character, and the ego gives the soul, right? It gives the soul discipline, right? It gives the soul structure. It gives it discernment. It protects the soul, right? It gives the soul sort of guidance on how to do this thing called earth, right? But when they're not cooperative, people's, the faux personalities get out of control, right? Because there's no soul, no voice of reason to be like, okay, you need to eliminate that, you need to clear that out, you need to move that out. There's no voice of reason, so the ego just continues to feed these faux personalities, and your character gets deconstructed by your mischief and your negative self-concept. And therefore your soul doesn't have the discernment of the ego or the protection of the ego, and therefore their soul wants to hide because the soul doesn't feel safe. The soul needs the discernment, the protection, as well as the sort of the ally, the ego, to come out, right? If our soul comes out and we don't have a solid ego, we'll be taken out. The bozos, the creeps of this world will just take us off this planet, right? Or we'll become too, right, in the soul, and we'll jump off a cliff, that kind of stuff, because we think we can fly, right? These kinds of, will become too dreamy, and therefore our soul won't be able to do the task it needs to do, or the assignment, complete it, because the soul doesn't have the ego sort of guidance and structure, discipline on what is safe and what is not safe, right, in a physical form, in a physical sense. So, when that happens, people are like, we talk about egotistic, or we talk about people who in the soul, and they're like in the dreamy land where they think they can fly and jump off cliffs and stuff like that, right? They have no idea how to make a life happen on Earth in this matrix and these programs, and how to navigate, because they don't have that ego to give them the personalities and character they need to be able to showcase themselves, present themselves, be credible, to gain those sort of credentials, right? To earn their sort of self-respect, to do this thing. So this is a sound current for that kind of bringing that what is agitating and a negative into what is agitating but has a rhythmically intelligent sound current, right? So that's wonderful. So you're going to have your hands in your heart, and there's like sort of a movement to it, right? So Hara Hare Hari Waheguru, 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 Hara Hare Hari changing posture, so follow along, keep up. Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, 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 Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru. We're changing postures again. Keep up. Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, 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 Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru. Changing postures again. Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, 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 Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru. Changing postures again, keep up. Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, 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 Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru. Inhale. Exhale. Now punch it out. Bring the fist, the pinky or the thumb on the pinky mound fist over and punch it. Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru, Hare Hare Hari, Waheguru. Mentally chant. Inhale, pull it back. Pull collarbone or your shoulder blades together. Press the root lock, chin lock, tongue on the upper palate. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Rub the hands together. We'll create heat, heat, heat. Heat, 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 heat. Now place it here, right at this third eye. We're going to use a different mantra. Follow along, keep up. Inhale. Exhale. Wrap your hands around your shoulders. This is your last mantra. Tuck in that chin. Really feel protected and safe in your temple, called your physical body. We're going to use this mantra, Om, O-M, Mani, Padme, Hum. Om, Mani, Padme, Hum. H-U-M. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Padme Hum. Inhale. Exhale. I forgot we have one more. This is a different mantra, so left hand on navel, right hand up like an oath. So hum. 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 Soham, 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 Soham. Now bring this right arm and bring it right into, so like here, out, straight ahead, flat, palm down, and then up 60, and then out 60 degree. Find that sort of angle, right? Find it. You'll feel it when you find it, because you'll feel the shift where you all of a sudden your character and all your personalities like really come together. And every personality, your 26 personalities in your single character, they all come together in this rhythmic intelligence where they're all allies. None are foes. They're all allies. They're all equally constructive, corrective, and creative in their own sort of way. Soham, 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 Soham. Inhale. Now reach, stretch your fingers, reach, exhale. Now pull it, grab it, and slowly pull it into you. Pull it into you. Place it into your navel and press the left hand on top of your right fist and push it into your navel, your gut, your second brain, your charisma. Push it in. Inhale long and deep. Push it in. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. And the last thing is a pranayama. Have your hands like this. Have them face down at the sort of your nibble, right here. And you're gonna do. And you're gonna sort of move your navel, sort of belly button to spine, and you're gonna really pull, like you're gonna visualize through your belly button that you're pulling through your belly button that energy, and you're pulling it into your navel like an umbilical cord. You're pulling that energy into your belly button, and then you're pushing it into your spine. You're pushing that energy, pulling it from the cosmos and pushing it through the belly button into the spine. Inhale through the O-shaped mouth. Sip up all the air you can possibly sip up through the O-shaped mouth. Squeeze. Root lock, chin lock, tongue on the upper palate. Sip up more air through the O-shaped mouth. Now move the wrists up and down, holding the breath. Exhale. Inhale. So straight down, straight up. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Just really squeeze belly button to spine and feel your umbilical cord, that energy pulling in from the universe, all the energy you need. And store it in your spine like a reserve of energy you're placing in your spine. Exhale. Relax. Touch your face. Massage your face. Massage your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, your hairline, towards your ears, towards the neck of the jaw, towards the chin. Just massage this whole face area. Massage it. Allow your face to kind of be plump and Create some heat in the face through moving your face chi. Create some heat in the face through rubbing, tapping, massaging, shaking, jiggling. Do whatever it is that's going to create some heat and some circulation in the face, in the jaw, the hairline, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, underneath the eyes, the cheek. Create circles everywhere on the face, circles. And don't be easy, do it real, don't be easy. Go into a deep tissue massage, go deep. Don't be gentle, don't be soft, go deep. We're taking out the stone in your face, we're putting in the warmth, the heat. We're taking out that stone face you have. That stone face. You have a stone face because your face has no warmth. It's not inviting. A stone face is not inviting. Massage that face so your face can be plump, so it can be lush, so that it can be warm, so that with a warm face you're inviting. People are drawn to you. A stone face, people are repelled by your face. Warm that face, warm that blood, the chi, the cells, the chi in the blood and the cells of your face, your skin, your tissue. Really create warmth. Go deeper. Don't be nice. Get out that stone and replace it with warmth, with chi, with circulation. Yet let your face turn red like the Native Americans. Become the red skin person. Become warmth. Feel the warmth. It should feel real hot. Let your skin turn red like the natives. Bring that much heat and warmth into your skin, your cells, your blood. Get into the lips. Get around the lips, just open them out. Get into the lips, the bottom lip, the upper lip, towards the chin, towards the back, the jaw, towards the ear, back of the ear. Go, create little sounds. Get into the nose. Don't be nice. Go deep under the eye. Go deep. Don't be nice. Get deep enough so the red starts to show on your face, the red. Breathe deeply. Get towards that ear, right? Massage that ear, open up that ear, right underneath that ear. Call the sinus. Let the sinuses drain out. Open the mouth, get the cheeks, get the cheeks, create a little sound. Now go crazy, look weird, feel weird in your face. Create movements in the face you've never done. Look crazy in your face. Create crazy face. Get the stone out. This stone face where you look like a stone man, a stone woman that has nothing in the face, an empty face. Go hard, go rough. No, you only have a couple more seconds, so go. Now use your whole hand and massage in a circular motion with your whole palm, your whole hand on your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it on the eyes. Palm. Place it down. Whoa. You feel my face. It feels very hot. Very, very hot. My face feels extremely hot. Good. That's what we wanted. We wanted it. Now just relax and allow your sort of de-thawing that stone, right? That heat. To let that heat sort of move. Let that heat move. Your face should feel real hot, like to touch. Like, whoo, sizzled. That's how hot it should feel. What we're taking out is we're taking out that sort of stone and that sort of child anger out of the face, where you can see it in your forehead, and you can see it underneath your eyes as well. That sadness, that grief that we carry from childhood, and also that stone. When our face becomes stone, when our subconscious is a wasteland, but also when we are not feeding our spirit, right? Our face turns to stone when our spirit is not fed. So we talk about people have empty eyes, their face looks like robotic, they look like they're a plastic doll. People's faces look like no expression, and there's nothing there, like they just look kind of like blah faces. There's no exuberance, no radiance, no like energy. It's just like blah. It means you're not feeding your spirit, right? Your subconscious wasteland is prevailing over your spirit, right? So that means you got to target that spirit. You got to put some warmth of that backbone, that spine. You got to really use that sound current to put in that subconscious to clear out that agitation that you have in your subconscious, so that your soul, right, so that soul can really be fed. So you can start to feed your soul instead of feeding the subconscious wasteland that is always hungry, is always fat and chubby, and is always wanting more. Kind of like a, what do you call a parasite? Just wants to eat, but it's never really satisfied, right? The agitation called the subconscious programming, or whatever it is, childhood anger, or whatever it is. So we kind of create that warmth, right, on that face to kind of let things drain out. So you'll feel like things in your face sort of draining out, and let it sort of drain out of your chin. So really focus your focus your closed eyes on your chin, and focus your chin almost like a waterfall, or see it like a beard, right? See your chin like you have a beard, and see that the heat of your face is moving down towards your chin. And see the heat of your face is carrying with you that stone energy, and see it like your chin is a waterfall, and see the water just kind of falling off your chin like a beard that's just kind of moving down, right? See that the chin like a waterfall, and all of that, whatever it is in your face, right? That stone face, you chiseled it out. Now that debris is being pushed out of the face, and it's dripping off of your chin like a waterfall. It's just dripping off of your chin, like you have a wet beard, and you're sort of, squeezing your wet beard, and you're letting the wet beard drip the dirty water off your beard. It's just falling. Just kind of feel that sort of energy as gravity's kind of pulling that energy down to the chin, and the chin is kind of just dropping that energy, right? It's letting that, like water, you pull your beard and you shake off that water, and it falls to the ground. So naturally you're going to feel energy from the top of your head, the hairline moving to the side of your face, all the way to your chin, as everything kind of falls to that chin, and then it's being dropped off the chin. But you're also going to feel the energy being lifted in the way that as you drop that stone energy, you're going to feel more lifted in your face, because you're going to have more lightness, more movement, more chi. So that chi is going to make your face more elevated, rather than stone heavy and kind of blah. So this is the sadhana. So we're going to tune out with one long Satnam, and you're ready to go. So inhale. Sadnam. Bow to yourself and your practice you did today. This is a wonderful practice. So again, we did a kriya for moving the body, right? Getting that body, the backbone, the heat started, so you can heat up your furnace, your grit, your charisma you need to do the things you need to do in life. You also, we did the mantra, like I said, we did several mantras to really, we want to kind of create agitation, right, in your mind, so that you're more agitated to do the corrective thing, which is to get up, get a cold shower, or, you do that extra, you need to do that exercise, but you don't want to, but that agitation, call that mantra, that is just like demanding you do what you need to do so you can get fit, right? Mind, body, and spirit fit. That agitation will literally agitate you to go to the gym or to finish that book or to, do that thing with your kid or whatever it is, right? Finish that project at work. That agitation called the mantra and its demand on you to to show up as productive and as potent and efficient as you can will give you that, energy, kind of agitate you, like, do it, and you'll feel the energy, you'll have the backbone, the heat of your spine to actually do it. So people, they say they want to do it, I'm going to do it. But then you look at their backbone and they have no backbone. They have no heat in their spine. Therefore, they won't do it. Because they don't have the heat of their backbone to actually get up and do it. Because a lot of getting up and following through on that rhythmic intelligence to be creative or write a book or, do the thing with your kid or finish a project at work, it really takes the heat of your navel, your second brain called your grit, to actually physically get up and go do it, right? Or if your navel is cold, if you don't have that grit, right, you don't have that heat of the backbone, that kundalini that's really, demanding of your body to be energetic with your life, you won't be energetic. Your navel will be blah, your spine will be blah, and your face will be blah. And then you'll be like, what your creativity is blah, right? Everything about creativity is the energy that you create in your body. So if you want higher levels of creativity, then you got to create the energy in your body, right? And how we create high, energy in the body is through the heating of the spine, the heat of the navel, the second brain, and also the mind current, because the mind has heat to it too. Where it has power. Your mind current is very, very powerful, and it's intimidating to yourself and to other people. It's very intense, that mind current, but when you have it on the grit of the navel, the heat of the spine, the chi circulating through the blood, through the tissues from the toe to the finger, you create a lot of energy, right? And that's what creativity is. Creativity is just simply mirror to you and everybody else what energy you're creating in your physical body, in your mind. So if you're looking in the mirror and you don't like that, whatever it is that you've completed, it just means that we need to create more energy in the physical body, in the navel, in the spine, get the chi and the blood and the tissue, right? Get it all moving. Get the mind, create a mind current that has more of as a magnetic sort of self-concept instead of like a dreary or blah self-concept, right? And therefore, when you touch on whatever it is, use your hands to build something, automatically your hands are just this sort of conduit where your whole energy, your spine, your navel, your mind literally channels its energy into your hands. And when your hands make contact with your project, you're writing a book, you're playing a guitar, you're building something, you're mapping something out, on a projector, whatever it is. When you put your hand on that, all of that energy that you've created in your physical body will all of a sudden go right into your hands, and it will literally, we call gold hands, is how we get that sort of craftsmanship in the hands, where whatever it is we're doing with our hands becomes extremely wealthy, because it's mirroring back to us the wealth we have in our spine, in the mind, in the chi, generating, organizing, delivering, and destroying throughout the cells and the tissue, the bone, right? The exoskeleton that we are. We are just an exoskeleton without the inspiration, right? We're just an exoskeleton. When we're inspired, we become, right? We become the radiance the radiance. We become filled. We get the flesh, we get the tissue, we get the muscle, we get the blood, we get all of that. We get the features, the ethnicity, the hair, the beauty. That's the radiance. We get plump, right? Plump, like a beautiful plump sort of blueberry, right? That's full of just vital nutrients when we're radiant. And that's what our morning sadhana does to help us to become radiant, so we can be plump, be beautifully beautiful nutrients of like a blueberry. So thank you for joining me, and Satnam.